Okay, guys. Operation Battle Axe. It's like a zoo over here. Um, Turn 5, Part 2. Trying to get this done. All right. Um, start at the top. I'll take one infantry. I don't know what I'm going to do yet over here. I'll wait till the end and figure that out. You know. Um, ah, God help me. The kids are driving. All right. So over here at Szechuan, let's get this over with. All right, I got four. I'm going to use three tacks to attack this tank. Tactical strike. And then I'm going to do a tactical strike on that one, and then I have one artillery. We'll go from there. All right, here's the three. Let's get one hit for the tank. I did. I got three hits actually. Dang, what a bummer. All right, Szechuan missed. All right. I'm watching a theater right now, so go ahead, come on out. And for the artillery, got a hit. All right, for your mech. I'll be right there. Mech missed. All right, so gone. All right, Japan. Turn. All right, so we got this one done. All right, I'm going to try to do a tactical strike on this. All right, and see what happens if we can get this freaking thing. All right, sorry, I'm a little stressed right now with it. All right, I got it. Over. Okay, still keep the territory though. All right, over here, let me bring you got three infantry. All right, I got a paired infantry. I've got one non-paired, and I got one tactical bomber. All right, so see what happens here. And I got one hit. All right, and you roll. You'll probably get three hits. Not even looking. You got one. All right. So you lose one. I lose one. All right. And two hits would be nice. 1, 2. Oh, I got squeaked out two hits. And you don't need any hits. You got one hit. So I take Quincy with an artillery. All right. All right. And that's Japan. All right. So not looking good. All right. I'll wait to move these. Okay, let's go down here. Take the dice down. Get this over with. All right. So, all right. So you got one more one around here somewhere, don't I? All right. This is done. That's done. All right. Give me a one over here for the freaking sub. All right. So. All right. So. All right. So you got a sub, destroyer, and I got two destroyers. Got one hit. And your return. Nothing. All right. I'm sure you'll lose the sub. Okay. All right. Well, nothing. Nothing. Got it. And yours. Miss. All right. So that's history. All right. Let's go to Philippines. You got two infantry. clone. I got 2 infantry paired, and I got a battleship. All right. All right. So see what happens. This one's a gamble. Well, at least I got 1. You probably get 2. Now you got 1. All right, so it's 1 versus 1. Move it down. Okay. My infantry, or my artillery actually, misses. Your infantry misses. My artillery hits. Your infantry hits, and the Philippines stays you. And there we go. I lose that. Okay. Lose that battle. Batting 1,000. All right. Let's go down to Celebrease. So same thing. I have a battleship and 2 infantry. And you have 1 with an extra guy. So hopefully this could do better. And all right, I got it. You're 1. Missed. All right. So gone. Oop. This one's gone. That's gone. And that's gone. And this goes to Japan. Okay. Batting 1,000 here. All right. So what happened to the other one? I need to. Freaking. I like tabletop, but it's a pain in the ass sometimes. Wish I could be around just to play on my board. Retirement coming soon. All right, this one's a walk-on, and I just raced all my dice. Look at it. See how... All right, Borneo is a walk-on. All right. Okay, so now I got to whip me some more dice up here. A 1, 3, 4, and a 4. Bring that down. Oh, man. All right. So you have 1 infantry. All right. I have an infantry and artillery paired. I have a cruiser bombardment and a destroyer bombardment. All right. So that is what we got for dice. Your dice, my dice. For the Malaya. And I got 2 hits. I only needed 1. But thank God I got it. And you missed. All right. So, British guy gone. This battle's gone. This is Japan. And I forgot this one up here is Japan. It was a walk-on. All right. French Indochina. 1 from here to North Indochina. Okay. Whew. All right. So next battle. All right. So you decided not to scramble. So I got a battleship, cruiser, destroyer. All right. You get 1 AA shot for my 2 planes. There's my fighter. And there's my tech. All right. And this one's your cruiser. All right. And then you'll have a paired. So, all right. Let me just see if hopefully you won't hit nothing, but you never know. And you did. Freaking figures. All right. So, it doesn't matter. I'll lose the tack. All right.
Yeah, before you go, can you open that?
Okay. And let's see what happens here. Battleship, cruiser, destroyer, and 1 fighter. Or 1 fighter, yeah. One hit. Freaking figures. That's all I needed for the big one. And you get 2 hits. Oh. All right. I lose an aircraft carrier. And you lose the cruiser. And I have to roll again. That was really exciting. Now I get all the hits I need. You got it paired. My luck that 3 will work 3 in a row. Phew, thank God. That was exciting to take an aircraft carrier with a fighter. Huh. Should I do it that way? Or leave the... Oh, that's all right. I'll just leave it that way. I don't freaking care. All right. So anyway, so that's history. That's history. These are gone. All right. You know what? Yeah, I'll leave it that way. All right, that looks like it. Okay. Oh, up here. Debating. All right, I need them down here. All right, this tank and mech are going to go 1, 2 to Kansu through Tuscany. So that'd be Japan. I'm going to move one guy in. These guys are going to move down to Ogilvy. All right, 2 artillery are going to move to Kansu with the tank and mech. All right. Okay. The 2 aircraft carriers are going to move to Java. 2, 1, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to move to Java. This fighter, or one, yeah, should I? I'll move them both to Sumatra. And this fighter is going to let go to P-52, so it would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll go to P-52. I'm going to go that route. See what you're going to do. Okay. All right. So we got that done, that done, that done. All right. Up here, Manchuria, I got 2 infantry. They're going to rail up to Shaka, and this one bomber is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop off 2 infantry there. Okay. 4, 5, 6, and we'll go back to Manchuria. All right. This bomber is going to land in Japan. This one's going to 1, 2, 3, drop off 2 more infantry. No, actually, just the bomber is going to go there. This one is going to see, that's where they can go is just one. They ain't gonna go anywhere. All right, yeah, it'll take these 2 infantry and land in Japan. Okay. All right, this is good. I am going to take 1 infantry into Yunnan. All right, these 4 fighters are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going to land in Japan. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take one bomber. I'm going to put it down here in Fujian or Hong Kong. I mean, Quintong. All right, so I'm going to do that. All the tech would go to Yunnan with the air base. And matter of fact, where did my air base go? Huh. Okay. No, there's an air base there. Oh, here he is. How he got there? I think when I moved the planes over. Okay, so the air base is there. All right, so I will have 6 TAC fighters there with an infantry. That might be interesting. I don't force him. I'll do something else. I got an artillery. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 infantry. Will he or will he not attack it? He'll have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, thinking about something right now, guys. Give me an opportunity to wipe that all. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. You're going to attack me with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 1. All right, I'm going to move 8 infantry into Quanxi. And I'll have an artillery there. And I'll leave 2 infantry in Hong Kong with the TAC bomber. Them there, that's there. That'll be up there. Those are there. They're there. Okay. I'll place my units. I'm going to put 10 infantry. I'm going to take a fighter. I made at a factory, and I'm going to put that factory in Hong Kong. Okay. This one I won't lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 infantry. Plus the 5 I have there now, so I have 15 infantry. In Japan with a artillery, 4 fighters, and a TAC bomber. Okay, this one infantry I am going to I'll put in Manchuria. In fact, I'll put 2 infantry in Manchuria. There we go. All right, so that will leave me a recount of 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 15, 12, 14 infantry, 1 artillery, 4 AAs, and 1 strap bomber in Japan with 3 AAs. Shaka, I have 4 infantry. Okay. Manchuria, I have a strap bomber with 2 infantry and an AA. Oguli, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 infantry. Tuscania, I have 1 infantry. Kansu, I have a mech, a tank, and 2 artillery. Swansea, I have 1 artillery. All right, Hunan, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 TACs and 1 infantry. In Quanxi, I have 8 infantry, 1 artillery. 2 in Hong Kong with the new place factory and a strap bomber. In French Indochina, I have a infantry. In Malaya, I have an infantry artillery. C-Zone 50, I have a battleship, cruiser, destroyer, and an aircraft carrier. In P-52, I have 2 aircraft carrier and a fighter. Okay. Malaya P-48, I have a cruiser, destroyer, and a transport with an infantry and artillery in Malaya. Java, I have 1 infantry, 1 transport, and 51. Borneo, I have a transport in 47, and in Borneo, I have an infantry. Celebrease, I have an infantry artillery with the transport and a battleship in 46. Philippines, I did not take it. You don't have anybody on it either, but I have a battleship and an empty transport in 38. Carolina Islands, in the Sea Zone 36, I got 2 destroyers. And that's it for. And Japan, Iwo Jima, I have 1. Japan, I already told you about. All right. And I have. That really sucked losing that. It was like, take that back. If I lose it, I lose it. If it is, game's over. Take a chance. All right. So I have 54 plus I saved 2, so that's 56. All right. So now I have Borneo. I have Java. I have Celebrease. I do not have Sumatra. I already know that. So I've got Borneo, Celebrease, and Java. And what else I got? Anything else? No, I didn't get. So looks like all I get is 369 more for that. So that gives me 65 for next turn. All right. That's it. On to US. Oh, I got to roll for US. That's right. He wanted 5 dice. All right. So let's get that in there. 5 dice for the US. Oop, knocked over my guy. Okay. So 5 dice for Chris. All right. So I'm going to clone these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dice, Chris. All right. Let's see what you got. And you got your tech, Chris. You got a 6 and a 5. So Chris got his tech. All right. All done.